Hi everyone, and welcome to FindMe's onboarding guide. We're Australia's newest job search platform that connects local employers to entry-level candidates in Western Sydney and the Inner West. We believe that the recruitment process should be simplified, making job search more accessible, fair, and quick. Today we'll be guiding you through our onboarding process on how to create a profile, search, and interact with employers. Let's begin. A little bit about us. We first started in employment services over 15 years ago. Although we were passionate and tried to do the best for our job seekers, we often found ourselves in this scenario. What should have been a great connection between a job seeker and an employer was often overlooked due to traditional hiring processes such as resumes, cover letters, and unnecessarily long applications. Often the job seeker with the best attitude was the best fit for the role. However, this was overlooked by those who looked better on paper. We thought surely there was a better way of doing this. So we determined that there are 8 stages in the recruitment cycle. We have identified 3 pain points that are way too hard and should be made easier. Firstly, sourcing the right jobs and reading through dozens of job descriptions to work out what you're applying for. Secondly, writing and rewriting your CV and cover letter for each of these roles. Finally, lodging the application and then waiting for the employer to call, only to be asked the same questions over and over again. FindMe simplifies recruitment by working with employers to create universal industry standards that meet the mandatory requirements for all entry-level jobs. Firstly, we remove the application process by replacing it with a single profile that collects all key information that is relevant to an employer. Secondly, we reduce the number of applications you have to complete. Your one profile can be used to reach all employers on the platform. So instead of writing out application after application, simply press the apply button and that's your application done. Finally, FindMe reduces the time spent on jobs that are not suitable for you. Instead of wasting your time lodging 25 applications, we reduce this number down to 3 or 4 jobs that you're actually likely to get. You only need to attend an interview once you've got a good chance of getting the job. So how do we do this? Number 1, we replace the resume with a universal profile. Your profile shows your availability, pay rate, desired location, transport, and any languages that you speak, and you'll only see jobs that match your circumstances. Include a photo so that employer can put a face to the name. Number 2, we replace the application with a job matching algorithm. Select your industry and simply tick the job duties you're willing to do. You can change or update this at any time. Number 3, we replace the cover letter with a 30-second video. Recruiters rarely read cover letters anyway, and they're often not written by the candidate. A video allows you to showcase your attitude, communication skills, and desire to work. So let's get started. We're not an app that you can download from the Apple Store or Google Play. To access FindMe, pick up your phone and scan the QR code from the candidate guide. Check the comment section below for the links. Firstly, you'll be asked to add in your email address, phone number, and then select a password. Make sure that there's not a space at the end of your email address, as this can result in an error. Your password should be at least 6 characters and include numbers like a license plate. A verification code is sent to your email with a 4-letter PIN. Check your junk mail or spam in case it lands there. There will be 2 privacy settings available where you can choose to share your information with all employers or only with those you've matched with. This is later in the screen. Once you put the verification code in, press verify and you should be directed to the next screen. Fill in your first name and your last name. You can choose to use an initial here. Then select your privacy option. You can choose to show your information to all employers or only those that you've matched with. Then tick the boxes for when you're available to work. The more you select, the better. Then indicate how far you're willing to travel for work. If you speak any other languages, select those that apply. And then select your location. Now it's important that you only put your suburb and not your actual address. Then indicate how far you're willing to travel for work. And tick the box if you have your own vehicle. With the video section, we'll come back to this later, but we will go through how to create your video. Select a photo from your camera roll. Now, it's important that you use a photo that looks professional or an employer will actually look fondly upon. Do not use pictures of objects, cartoons, or avatars. Press save. Now, this will take a bit of time depending on the size of your picture. To start, press the industry selection button and choose your preferred industry and press update. Now select your skills. You will need to complete this step before you can find a job. The mandatory job duties for your selected industry will appear here. You will need to tick the boxes showing what you're willing to do. Then use a slider to show how much experience you have. This can be from volunteer work overseas or a transferable skill set from another industry. Some industries will require a qualification, and here you will need to tick the box to state whether you're qualified or currently studying. The more boxes you tick, the more likely you will match with a job. If you're looking to enter a new industry, we recommend you tick all the boxes. Now press Find a Job in the top right-hand corner to start swiping through jobs. Each job should have a photo. Click on it to see if there are any more. Underneath, you'll see the employer name, job title, pay rate, and also a short tweet about the job. Click on the grey area to see more information about the availability and skills required for the job. If you like what you see, press the green tick to apply. This will automatically notify the employer of your interest and you will send your contact information across. That's how easy it is to apply for work. If you don't like the job, tap the red cross. You can also swipe through to compare different jobs. Once you've gone through all the matches, you can find a summary of the jobs in the matches section. You can press each of these boxes to review the job details again. Please note that some of the jobs will expire over time. Press back to return to matches. The next section at the bottom includes all the interview invites that you may receive from an employer. These will also come through the messaging section at the top right-hand corner of the screen, but you're most likely to receive an email or a phone call. If you've swiped through multiple jobs and see the screen, don't be alarmed. These are the 3 jobs you're most likely to get, so make sure you press apply. If you hit the screen straight away, it could be one of the following reasons. We are still in a startup phase and operating limited industries in Western Sydney. We're only at the start of the journey, so give us a bit more time to add more jobs. Secondly, something might have gone wrong. Check that your profile is as it should be, and make sure your location and skill sets are ticked correctly. If you've checked the above 2, you're still not getting matches, you may need to be more open with your availability, your travel radius, reduce your pay rate, and tick more job duties. This might take a bit of trial and error, but it is an indication of what is available to you in the market. Now, once you have a few matches, we want to stand out to the employer. We know that making a video can be daunting, but here's why you should make one. It's a 30-second elevator pitch. It's short and sweet. Let's showcase who you are to the employer. It's much better than a resume or cover letter. It's also practice for the first question they ask you in an interview. Tell me about yourself, or why do you want this job? Use this as a practice round. You only need to do this once. It's better to have to say the same thing over and over again when you meet an employer. Do it once and do it right. Here's a quick example.
Hi, my name's Jeff and I'm looking for a job in retail. I'm currently a student studying marketing 2 days a week. I believe in working hard and playing hard, and I love to play soccer on Wednesday nights. The place I'm currently working is closing down, so I can start next week. Thank you for listening to my video.
So it takes 30 seconds and you only need to fit in about 4 sentences. Introduce yourself, what you're looking for, why you want that job, and when you can start. We want you to really showcase who you are to the employer, show your personality, attitude, your motivation, and communication skills. We understand that video introductions are not easy and it might take a couple of goes to get right. It doesn't have to be perfect. Aim for good enough and just be better than Jeff. Just remember, it's not necessary to complete your profile, but it does help to make a great first impression. Now that your profile is up, your video is done, and you have matched with a few jobs, we'll go through the correspondence piece. You will receive emails from employers that have expressed interest in you for jobs or talent pool. Here's a quick example. Be mindful to respond to these quickly. You'll also receive a weekly email from FindMe outlining the vacancies and access to our site. This will be in your inbox and include a profile creation guide. Lastly, save us to your favorites as an app icon on your phone. If you're using Android, use Chrome browser and press the three dots and save to homepage. If you're using an iPhone, use Safari and follow the same process. And that ends our video tutorial on how to create a profile on FindMe. We wish you the best in your job search and helping you find your first job. For more information, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.